Alex, can Earth survive an attack on the Aryan race far more technology than we know as people here on Earth? The answer is probably not, because they were used our greed on this planet to annihilate us. Because how they attack it, I think, two ways. One, take out something important to us, the international space. If they blow that up in orbit, then they'll turn around and the United States will play the blame game on China, saying you guys did it, you did it, your technology, and that, and China would say, and Huawei would say, we didn't do it, and they're back and forth. ISO did it, they blame ISO, we didn't do it, you know, and they're going to turn around and start blaming it on China, and next you know, United States comes to China, guns are blazing, blowing, everything can come, you know, and that, and then the next thing you know, Russian satellite get blown up, and Russia turn around and blame the United States. And the United States say, we didn't do that. Well, yes, you did. And then they will turn around and start pointing fingers, and of course, next thing you know, Russia tried to invade Hong Kong, invade the United States. So then you have Russia involved. Then they blow up another Canadian satellite, and Canada blames Russia. Well, you got Canada blame like another country, Japan. Japan say we didn't do it. No, yes, no, and then next thing you know, conflict with Japan. Now by that time, world being told conflict with 8 countries, conflict other than that because that. By doing that, the one way, then comes the invasion itself. First, all of a sudden, the Aryans start big UFO. They start attacking the places, many places. Humans would be terrified. They run like crazy, but not knowing where to go. They'd be so terrified that they wouldn't know where to go. They'd be so forsaking their boots. Some would surrender to the Aryan. And what happened, once the Aryan catch the planet, and they all hostile tent to make us turn the planet into a giant, laboratory. So that, oh boy. And then we had to live with these Aryans. Can we do it? I know, maybe not. But a few people survived the original attack here. The smart ones would figure out how to destroy the Aryan spacecrafts. You know what they would do? They figure out how they're going to get rid of them by poisoning them or gassing them. To find that they get gas, they use the oil and the oil well from petroleum, and they gas them with the oil, so they can't function. And once they get sealed with the oil, then they die of suffocation, basically. So then they find that out, and the next thing is then take over possession of these fake, then really fight back, take the rest of their spacecraft, and then use them. And that's right when we use these spacecraft to go and explore the galaxy. As a result, Earth get rebuilt, but rebuilt with the technology they left behind. See, everything on the home. Well, so we get nice new planet, new world. Now we look at the Bible, Revelation sort of says similar to this about an apocalyptic type, that there'd be a war about Armageddon's and vice versa. And you look at that, and you look at the Bible, and you think about Aryan race and technology advanced enough to do that. Now, yes, the Aryan race, can do that, they would, but there are certain rules within the universe that will not allow it to happen. Number one, the rule will not allow a planet to self-annihilate itself within the galaxy it inhabits. A common rule in the universe. And the universe is an intricate, delicate type of creation that is way beyond my scope of imagination in many ways. The universe contains time and space and matter. So when you're taking that matter and time and space there's a time like a river that's flowing through time. We all in that river, all flowing down that river of time. As yesterday come and on Earth. So as time goes on, sometimes it flows fast. You don't have enough time runs out before you get something done, or time drags. So we get that. That is very normal among people who are two and Earth singular. Now, the laws of the universe would be such a way that if a planet blows itself up in the universe, another galaxy, well, what happened is it throws the balance off of that star, that sun, and a planet. What happens then? It gets sucked in, sun becomes a nova. Or worse, for a planet drifting out of space and to collide in another galaxy and cause more havoc. So, the law of the universe will not allow that to happen. So there. But also laws of the universe will also, if such an attack like that happens, the law of the universe will intervene and will stop these areas from even attacking. So there's no sense on the attacking Earth. A, impossible to happen. B, in the future, but it's impossible to happen. The only way something like that could happen is that, think about it, is using a blame game. The blame game, the United States play in other countries when something actually happens. Well, the blame game can also cause can be more damage than the actual attack itself. Blame game is trying to do more damage to China than just going in and attacking it, see? And of course, not ability. All you're doing is breaking down the country's values and morals using a blame game. That's common practice among the United States. Or a blame game. Now, it is done with other countries do the same thing, use a blame game. Blame other countries, say you guys did it. So, problem is a blame game, and you realize, hey, this is where extraterrestrial beings see this and say, hey, you know what? We can use that to gain leverage to attack Earth. And that's what they would do it, use the blame game. But I don't think, no alien race be stupid enough to do that. The only race I can think galaxy might be stupid to do it is the Greys, but I don't think, and they're pretty well known on a lot of people, done a lot of bad experiments, a lot of humans. I feel like I've been there too, so I don't think they would do it. I don't think they would go that far. Number two is because of things, yeah? So I think that the Greys, maybe not, sort of question mark there. Other races out there, like would not even get involved. The two reasons why the other races will not get involved. Can I tell you why? Number one is that we haven't shown any signs of exploration. Number two, when we start developing warp engine, warp propulsion flights, and they do see the warp things, then they're going to get involved. And then things are going to turn in, then things are really going to move along with that relation-wise. And before you know, then we start to really see some very futuristic thing come out of that, having, but if, but right now, we're not that close to warp propulsion. I'd say we're about halfway there. If we're going to do warp, what will we do? When I start doing warp, that's when things are going to happen. That when peaceful races will contact us. Right now, they contact us, but the only ones that are coming here are the Greys. All the other races that do come here and have said message of peace among the galaxy, yes. But you know what? They don't, they're not going to come here in full form and beam itself down in front of Donald Trump. It'll be handcuffed and thrown in jail for fast. that it would cause a problem to begin with. So, you know, countries have to open their eyes to this and say they realize, all the countries realize we're not alone in the universe. Start accepting, yes, there are probably other civilizations out there haven't been discovered yet, and we haven't just known that, then and open that type of dialogue more open than before. And the only thing right now any airways to look at are the International Space Station, and maybe they may try to communicate with it, but unfortunately equipment is radio-based equipment, so there won't radio wave-based equipment. So digital equipment won't be able to communicate too well because the technology could be 5 times more advanced than our technology and communication technology. In a way, they could be using something that we haven't invented yet. So it would not be very incompatible in the contact with our equipment or radio telescope. It may sit there and wait. You know what that means? It may sit there and wait for something. It may just sit far enough away and just wait and see how well we come along that way. I may wait until we send the first ship to Mars. If we do, once that's then contact is made, and then things go smoother, and then we got to have then we have open dialect. But right now, we do it now. I don't think it could have disastrous consequences. Anyways, so yes. They've been but 2, we are just not ready for that. People are not ready that type of contract quite yet. I believe so in many ways. But being fortunate by nearing attack, and we have to do it, then people be all of a sudden forced into something they don't know anything about. See. I might know a little bit about it, but not. I would know some about it, but not a lot about it. I might figure out, like, if I abducted by UFO, I might figure out the spacecraft computer system enough that I might figure out how to fly it by figure out its computers and how it got here and what it used. Yeah, it might figure that out, and how to get into a computer. And might figure out how to do something, yeah? So that may be interesting. Understand that? So I may be able to figure that out. I probably could, being that I sort of computer savvy. I could probably figure out enough that it could be fly it, but maybe I won't know how to do it. Might take a sip and fly into an unknown galaxy far, far away, further away than I am already. So that could be a question there. Number 2, I have to look at the navigation first. Interstellar, look at the ship's navigation to find out to where it is within the galaxy itself, and compute the amount and have the ship to do a reverse course to where it came from. And that might take time because there may be a lot of passwords and protocols and stuff like that. I may have to literally rewrite the system to do it, That could be a problem too. Could I do it? Probably. Number 2, if I got back to Earth, as I tell you, got back to Earth, how would I explain that to the federal government? Good question. They would treat it as UFO, of course. They would send F-18s, and I got to take the radio equipment they're transmitting, turn that into using the technology into a radio wave, and use into a digital wave, and use it to communicate with the air traffic control towers, and see if I can't get this ship on the ground somewhere, landing it somewhere. And if, and two, yeah. Or I would probably communicate International Space Station first, and then get it on the ground. And then from there, and if I do get it on the ground, I'd probably land it at, somewhere. It won't be in the United States, because I don't think the United States would be too picky about it. What I would do if a UFO could land it at Trenton, CFB Trenton, where this might do it too. If I did that, I would do it, Probably land it at the Armed Forces Base in Trenton, Ontario, and then turn around and open up and disembark from it, and then be brought in there, and I tell a military official at that point, and go, who else would be there? There would be like, oh, just not ready would show up. I know that. Quite a few people would show up first, and I'll be probably taken in to a room and questioned by military intelligence too, and stuff like that. And then from there, it would be like that, and thank you folks who have just signed on here. So then I'm turning around and saying, well, I did catch it, this did to get back here. Now I'll hand it over to examine and utilize within the Canadian research. Well, that time, United States, by that time, Donald Trump could be saying this, well, you know what? We want it. No, we got it. So bang, bang, get it? And they could use the technology and make better weapons to fight the war on terrorism. These technologies make better weapons to fight the war on terrorism. See, against the mean terrorists out there do mean things. See, and do that anyway. So, how it happened is one way. How it could happen the other way. Scientific facts are, the universe will not allow that to happen. But the grades will take you and do all kinds of experiments, make you feel miserable. But you know what? There are races out there who not want to do that. As a matter of fact, they watch that see a wall revolve before they make contact. When they do make first contact, how will that do? Well, they will do two things. Number one, they will probably make first contact with college professors, university professor, astrophysics professor, nuclear professor studying nuclear fusion first, before they even make contact with any government. Now, I would say thank you to viewers I see on live. I'm on air here for a while, and it's been going for around 19 minutes. This is a good topic. Could Earth survive an attack from far, far away? Probably not at the current time. Answer is probably not. Because we're still fighting among the countries, the others, so we can't not survive an attack. So we will have to call the ultimate radio tower galaxy for help, because there's no way that we can do it. Could a UFO be captured and brought back to Earth from that? Yeah, I could, but into a whole lot of government protocol. They want to see how it works, and if it all works. Number two, bring it into Canadian airspace, landing at Air Force, Canadian Army base. Yes. Then they might get a little more better. Now that they explore it and try to take it all apart piece by piece and not put back together. But the Canadian Armed Forces will probably look at it and they probably examine it, and they probably would figure out how to operate it more and figure computers and where it came from. Then they probably would turn around and use it to fight terrorists in the Middle East. So the United States would probably appropriate it and try to use it not to fight terror, for their own advantage. So you got to be careful there. And plus, I just throwing a timeline over that. The event that's supposed to happen in time in the future, event that's supposed to happen won't happen as a result. Something more catastrophic can happen. And so you've got to weigh these matters effects. So I've been studying this for a long time, thinking about it. and thinking about, and we all have our part within the galaxy and in the universe. We all play a certain part, whether we realize it or not. If we go out of that certain part, there are consequences. It could be anything from being picked up and roar backwards in time to earlier time when we roar backwards, far back to Battle of Stony Creek, and having and that. What would happen if I travel backwards in time to 1812, Battle of Stony Creek, and I have a smartphone, and I do it then? Well, it would change the way the outcome of Battle of Stony Creek. It could make the Americans win the battle. Therefore, this part of Canada would not be part of the United States as a result. But it could have an opposite reverse effect. It could prevent a battle happening. Therefore, who would and become weather. So we have to be very careful. Time travel can also, if we go backward, if I met my own self to 1967, I met myself at 7 years old. Only one character exists in one timeline. Two people. One will happen. I will self-annihilate myself because it couldn't exist because a timeline is not, a very delicate thing to fool around with. The timeline is the future. What I do today will have in the future. What I do today can reflect the future. So future, because what you do today is what the future is made of. What the hippie did in 1960, the followers out in 60 paved the way we look at things better, in our life. And you look at, other generations like Edison. Edison invented a light bulb. As a result, it changed the way we do business. Like, everybody has a part. And even in War of Vietnam brought peace among nations. The hippie brought end to War of Vietnam, but also brought more peace among nations. The hippie didn't do it. They didn't. We were not. We could have we would not be the way we are today. So every little thing we do in the past does affect the future. What I do today, I can't go back and change it, but I would have we could open to the future. So the time of what we do is what we make it. We can imagine what it will be like in the future, but time is important. Time, what we do today, is what will have serious repercussions in the future. So remember that one. So if I went further backward in time and met my uncle, if I met myself being born, therefore I would not exist here today. So you would not be seeing this broadcast on YouTube, for example. Anyway, I've gone on here for quite some time here, almost 30 minutes here, about 23 minutes in total. I'm going to sign off the air here for now, and I'm going to say thank you very, very much to two wonderful people who have tuned in and listened to me on the internet here. Thank you for doing that. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the future. Now, I'm going to sign off here. Thank you, and have a wonderful and productive day. Don't forget to tune me in on 93.3 CFNU FM in Hamilton. I do a show called Peacemaker's Journey. And you can go to cfnu.ca, look up Monday for 3 o'clock. You find my show, Peacemaker. Make sure to click on it and listen to it off a sound file. So thank you. Have a wonderful and productive day. And this is Sarah Jackson saying, sorry y'all, and enjoy your productive day. So thank you for having a wonderful productive day. And I will come back with some more great stuff like that. But if I bring it to that, okay, thank you. Have a wonderful day.